Usually Blink, we were so self-defacing, we were always making fun of ourselves, and we were always saying, we're no good anyways, fuck it. So it must have been really odd to have it switch completely around. As true as this band was, and as much as it meant to me and what we were doing, all those gigantic, grandiose statements, I was just playing around. But I think I made some people angry, probably, because they don't want to hear that. But they did exactly what I wanted them to do, which was to talk about it. And the hype on that Angels record, the hype on that Whisper record was something I've never seen before.
My position was like, dude, that's right, we're gonna be. But then I might say to Tom, like, hey man, maybe we could chill out a little bit. Maybe we don't have to say all that stuff.
I got a call from Jordan. See, even Jordan from Gavin called me flipping about my statements, and I just go, dude, and he goes, you know what, man, I agree with your gut feeling, because I have reasons for everything I do, whether or not people agree with them or not.
I'm not saying don't say that shit. That's
no, but you're right. I mean, people, you want people to say it for you, and I think that if you say it so often, they're like,
you guys are wrong.
No,
why?
I can tell you, like, you want people to say it for you. If you say everything first,
yeah, you do. No, you say it first, and then the people write it. And how's this? The only reason it's a little sketchy or whatever is because this band hasn't been around for fucking a decade. If this was Blink, and this was Blink's music, no one would be questioning it. They'd be like, fuck, those are big statements, but go, fuck, we are excited. It's a great record or whatever. It's like, it's stupid. Dude, people are so not on the wavelength that I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But I don't think so.
I remember the management coming down, sitting me down and go, what is wrong with you? And like intervention time. And I was just like, there's a lot of things wrong with me. Actually, what happened like years ago, when I did Boxcar Racer, after 10 years of playing guitar, I broke a disc in my back and ruined another one. And the disc actually broke and tangled up in the largest nerve in my body, called the sciatic. So it's sawing in half like the biggest nerve in my body, and it was the most pain you could ever imagine. And they put me on all these crazy drugs to try and manage the pain, but it didn't work. So I had to elect to get the surgery. Couldn't walk for a week. I was on a cane, and it took another year to have the nerves heal. And so I'm still on the medications. The pills seem to linger around, and I never really fixed my back. I kind of just masked it with this euphoria. So you can't outwill it. You can't just say, I'm not going to be the guy that gets hooked on those things. Because it has nothing to do with the way you think. You can think you're the strongest dude in the world. You can be all put together as much as you want. I mean, it doesn't matter. And so all the fears and all the insecurities,
better shut the fuck up,
and all the ambitions.
Let's go look for some private jets. We should just put some money down on it.
Started just mixing like this just really bad, poisonous soup. And I started saying stupid shit.
what?
What did you hear about?
Well, I read some cool articles. What do you mean? Talk to me.
Fucked up, bro.
Fuck, I'm so bummed.
That's part one.
At least there's part 2 coming out.
Yeah, hopefully.
I've been on the phone all day dealing with it. I have nothing else to say.
Everyone else to say, but
I have nothing else. I'm fucking an asshole. I'm a fucking egotistical asshole.
Now you are. Yeah.
No.
A little bit. A little bit. But you know what?
I said it to two people. Two people. I said it was the second coming of Christ.
Yeah.
They just happened to be writers.
It just happened to be editorial.
It just happened to be reported for MTV.
On you. So they don't hear that and go, oh man, this is good. This guy's great. Yeah, we want to work with you.
Bottom line is that I didn't say that shit that way, and I knew exactly what I was saying when I said it.
But it
and
just
I knew
sucks
exactly
because it's one thing when somebody's listening to you talk, being inspirational, excited, and you just see, you go, oh shit, dude, that's funny and rad.
That shit
but it's another thing when you're like,
wow.
Well, you read that and you're like, wow, this guy's fucking kind of out there, man. This guy's crazy.
Everyone just flipping right now?
They think it's pretty crazy. The first thing your sister said, Second Coming of Christ, huh?
Fuck!
I was like,
I'm such an asshole.
Dude, this is...
I don't really think it is the Second Coming of Christ. I really think that would be bigger than this.
This is
That's the thing. I really think if God came back right now, it would be bigger than this record.
This is the deal, man.
I really don't think that.
Ladies, it's right now.
Second Coming of Gandhi, maybe.
It's said, it's done, we move on from here, that's it.
I can't move on, I'm a fucking dork.
We don't like, if people keep on saying it, go,
Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke.
No.
Like, I didn't spend 10 years talking about fucking dogs. Why are people taking me seriously? Not because I am serious.
Because you're totally serious. Just let it be.
I
It is
spent
what it
10
is.
years
It's not-
talking about crazy, stupid shit. You know what the funniest thing is? Is no one knows more than me how easy this shit can fail. Nobody in this room or in this fucking world. But the thing is, it's like, it's just fucking marketing. I really don't even mean it. But you know what it is?
It's just that you're actually having fun with it, but the problem is...
Actually, I am actually having fun with it, and the record is fucking awesome.
But the
That's
difference
the
is,
shit.
people don't... Fun, like records and music, it touches people in a different way than movies and TV shows and other forms of entertainment. This way people directly identify with them. They can't identify with you as a person because you're out there and you're crazy. They're not going to be excited by you. You know what I mean? They're not going to be... And it's going to be hard for them to really listen to the music because they're like, this fucking dude's crazy, you know? He thinks it's the best thing in the world.
There's no way they can think
It's no
anything
fun.
bad about fucking everything people like about me has gone. I hate myself at this point.
No one hates yourself. The fact is, I'm gonna rub it in a little bit. We're gonna like have fun.
It's gonna
with
be
it.
painful.
It's gonna be painful for a little while. We're gonna have fun with it, but we're moving on from this point. It really hasn't fucking.
No, it hasn't ended because the next article's coming out.
Yeah,
I was so
fuck
fucking
everybody.
stressed and at my fucking
this is what-
end that I'm just blowing it.
And this is the other thing. It's not that. It's like you want so hard to be back where you were and be relevant and immediately, like before you used to be able to, like, you had this band and whatever you guys want to do you could do it right then because it meant something because you had records and you had the band and you had the phone and everything, and now
I'm a fucking kid screaming.
trying to figure out, like, how do I get it?
I want my candy
I want to
back.
be relevant, and these guys are doing
That's
it.
irrelevant.
My ideas first. Relevant.
That's another word. Besides that, that sounds like relevant. Doesn't sound good right now. All I know is that I am
That's what I
absolutely
mean.
out of my mind and I can't control my fucking mouth. That's all I know.
You can.
There's got to be a way for me to fix all this shit.
I think just time, dude. Just don't keep on doing
Dude,
it. I think everyone's in agreement that as long as we don't continue to
I
say
can't
the
believe
second
that
coming
article
of
came out
Christ.
like that. I cannot believe that's the fucking tagline on that shit.
Of course it is, because that's the only story right now.
No matter what, everyone's remembering me as the guy that would scream out from stage for fucking people.
They're
to-
still trying to transition to this serious artist.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, as much as, and then that gives people more reason why to really figure out why the fucking saying certain
The
things.
deal is I'm still the same.
Yeah.
Because I gotta go out there and go, of course this is the second coming of Christ.
Yeah.
What the fuck, you guys are fools if you thought this was true. And just go, fuck you guys, that was funny, right? What are you? Funny for the interview, N-N-Y. Click. Sorry, S-O-R-R-Y.
And to think now, and here I am, I'm totally clear, you know, for the first time in years, completely sober, looking back, because I finally just said fuck it, and went through a week of the worst, like, detox shit where you twist and turn in a little room for days and days and days, not eating or sleeping, fevers. It was the earning like a real life back, and then looking back and saying, where was I? But yeah, if I had to do it again, I would have done it all exactly the same, but maybe sober.
Critter is our, he's kind of like our fifth member, really. And it was funny though, when he did show up, he looks like a critter. You know, like, it's like if somebody's gonna be named Critter, he's gonna be the guy.
He was the most artistic and beautiful thing that could have happened to Angels and Airwaves, because he became in so many ways my mentor and just my sounding board and a friend, you know.
Because I don't think it's a case of demoitis. It's like the kick pattern that was on there just is the perfect groove for the song.
He records drums like nobody I've ever worked with. It's incredible.
Snare, boom. Every time that kick pattern doesn't come around, it's
unnerving.
It's unnerving.
He's got a fantastic ear and ability to mic things to get what you want out of it.
We knew we wanted to be, like, try to be more experimental, I guess that's what you call it, on the record. We wanted to record weird sounds, and we wanted to just try different things. And it was really just like, hey, let's just record shit, and then make make sounds with it, you know?